How you doing? It's Jody Coleman with Against the Grain Sports. We're here doing our live interviews, letting everybody know who our cast members are on Against the Grain Sports. So when they're posting questions on Facebook, Twitter, and YouTube, you'll know exactly who you're dealing with face to face. And we have our other NBA analysts coming on. Jerod McCain, come on the set.
Hey, what's going on?
How you doing? Have a seat. Introduce yourself and what you do on Against the Grain Sports.
How you doing? My name is Jerod McCain, NBA analyst for Against the Grain Sports. Also, I'm going to be helping Josh out with the MMA and boxing aspect of Against the Grain Sports.
Absolutely. He does all these things. We're going to kind of speak about that. Also, you're a Cincinnati Bengal fan as well?
Yes.
New York Knicks?
Been a fan since I was...
New York Knicks fan as well?
New York Knicks fan as
also,
well.
you're a Ohio State Buckeye fan?
Yes.
So we're going to kind of go around the horn and we're going to talk about those teams as well.
Okay.
But before we get to that, let's talk a little bit about the NBA, because that's what you're going to be covering along with our other NBA analyst, Byron Parker. We're going to be covering, what do you see an overview of the NBA right now? Give me kind of a quick overview of what you see in the future and what kind of questions you're going to be posting on Facebook.
Basically, what's going on in the NBA right now is we got a lot of young talent mixed with a lot of older talent, and it's basically a very evenly talented, exciting, explosive NBA right now. It's going to be to the point where it's going to bring fans back that they have lost, and it's going to gain new fans. So look for more of the female aspect to come to the game, and look for the guys who have lost interest in NBA to come back, because it's very exciting right now. The first couple of days of NBA was, it was like playoff games.
Well, what kind of questions, looking at our viewers, looking at Against the Grain viewers, what are we going to give them on Facebook? What are you going to give them so they can come and comment, so they can keep their interest? What kind of questions are you going to be posting?
Basically, I'm going to be posting questions like just asking what are your thoughts on what's going on in the NBA? What are your thoughts on some of the players' actions, some of the players' games, some of the coaches' coaching decisions, GM decisions. We're going to basically cover everything that's going on in the NBA, and we want everybody's in-depth output on what's going on.
Absolutely. We're going to definitely get behind the numbers, because we want your opinion, because that's what matters. Not who's on ESPN. It's about you, the viewer, because that's who's buying the tickets, the Facebook viewers. That's who's really paying the bill. So that's who we want to get the opinion from. Well, let's go around the horn on a few of your teams that you like, because we want to talk about the teams that you like. Let's start with the Cincinnati Bengals. You on the Cleveland Browns said,
my Bengals.
What do you feel about the Bengals at this particular time? I know a lot of people putting a lot of emphasis on Carson Palmer. Do you think that they have an opportunity still to make the playoffs with the current roster that they have?
Talent-wise, yes, we do have an opportunity. It's going to come down to coaching and quarterbacking. Right now, what I see, Marvin Lewis and the offensive coordinators, they're too conservative. They're running the same plays. Defense, they already know what we're gonna do on offense. You guys gotta mix it up. Y'all gotta call some trick plays. You gotta put in some different offenses. We have the talent to do all that. You guys gotta be aggressive at all times. Stop letting up. You know, we letting teams off the hook. Defensively, we have one of the best defenses in the league, but if you're on the field all the time, you get tired.
And that's a true statement. I think that, my opinion, I've said this on Against the Grain show, and y'all know what I'm about to say if y'all watch this show. T.O. is the problem. T.O. is the problem. T.O. is definitely the problem. I told you it's an addition by subtraction. I think that y'all went, and I think he's in Carson Palmer's ear. I think he's causing him to throw the ball more when the ball needs to go to Cedric Benson more. Would you agree with that? Am I wrong for saying that?
I'm not going to agree with that.
You should. It's my show.
I'm not going to agree with that.
But I think that's the problem. T.O. has been a problem everywhere he has went. It's been obvious that he's the problem. Yes, I am T.O. bashing. Will he be a Hall of Famer? Yes, his numbers speak for itself. But when you have that many drops, but this is not about T.O. It's about the Bengals. I do apologize.
Right. So why do we go there?
Because I just did.
Anyway, Against the Grain Sports. Your host, Jody Coleman.
Well, we're going to continue on about the Bengals. Do y'all make the playoffs? Real quick.
Yeah, we make the playoffs.
Okay. No, y'all won't. But we're going to continue on. We're going to go about the Ohio State Buckeyes, something that we do agree on. We won't go against Graham on that. Do they win the national championship, or what kind of bowl game do they end up in?
They end up maybe in a I don't know, a Fiesta Bowl or something. I don't think they're going to get to the national championship because, I mean, what they dropped down to, 11?
They're 11 right now. Do you think they deserve, after that god-awful performance in Wisconsin, do you think that they deserve national championship consideration?
No, because there's still some unbeaten teams out there. I feel like who's ever unbeaten out there deserves that chance. I don't think we should give it to our Buckeyes or any of these other name brand teams just because they're name brand teams.
Maybe Boise State?
Maybe if Boise State stays undefeated. Boise State has been doing a pretty good job for the last 5 years.
I agree. Well, let's continue on. Since you are an NBA analyst, I want to talk about your New York Knicks. I know you're very excited about that. I mean, it brought a smile to your face when we talk about the Knicks. I don't know why, but sorry. Knicks.
Okay, we're going to zone it out real quick.
No,
we're getting Carmelo.
That's what we were talking about.
Who wouldn't be a happy fan if you have the chance to get Carmelo? I mean, we have a better chance of getting Carmelo than we did LeBron. And let me throw this out there, too. Even if we don't get Carmelo, we still have a pretty good core to get to a playoff maybe this year. And then we've got some other players that's coming up on free agency next year that would like to come to New York. And then not only that, you know, we got a couple years after that where a lot of these rookies just came in will be free agents.
Well, I got a question, okay. Without Carmelo, where y'all finish?
Without Carmelo, I see us at least 5th or 6th spot.
With Carmelo?
3rd, maybe 3rd or 2nd spot.
Oh, that's fair. Okay, let's shift gears a little bit and let's stick with the NBA aspect. Give me an overview of the West. Give me your sleepers in the West.
Sacramento is one of my sleepers. I think Sacramento has a lot of talent. Look for DeMarcus Cousins to have some solid minutes, have a solid season, maybe Rookie of the Year between him and John Wall, if not co-Rookies of the Year. I had this feeling about Minnesota. I don't know why, but I want to throw Minnesota in there. I just think they get hungry this year. I think they play some basketball, and I'm not going to say that they're going to make the playoffs, but I think they have some talent to, you know, at least have a decent season.
Do anybody compete with the Los Angeles Lakers in the West?
You got a few teams that's going to compete. You got your Dallas Mavericks, you got your San Antonio Spurs, you got your Houston Rockets, you got your Portland Trailblazers. Yeah, everybody's going. I'm not going to say everybody, but you have at least 5 teams that's going to compete.
Okay. East. What's your sleeper?
I'm going to say the Washington Wizards.
Okay.
I like the Wizards to be my sleeper. I don't know if they're going to make the playoffs, but they're going to have a pretty good season. They're going to have a above 500 season.
And to wrap it up, out east, what teams will be the representative in the East? What teams are the most competitive out east to compete for the NBA championship?
The Boston Celtics. I can't really say the Miami Heat yet, but the Boston Celtics, the Orlando Magic, my New York Knicks.
And before we take it home, Miami. Do Miami have enough right now to win the NBA championship?
No.
What's the problem?
No. They have coaching is the problem.
There you go. I think it's Chris Bosh.
Coaching is the problem.
I think it's Chris Bosh. But that's what we got here.
I think you can get around the Chris Bosh thing, but it's going to be coaching. It's going to be coach putting the right players in the right positions and having the right players do the right things on the court.
Well, that's what we got here Against the Grain Sports. We have this. We're going to have discussions like this all the time. Check us out. Make comments. All that good stuff. We got Jerod McCain, NBA analyst, your host, Jody Coleman, Against the Grain Sports. Check us out. Leave comments, Facebook, Twitter, YouTube, Ustream. Check us out.